Hey guys, how's it going? Just getting ready to use my new Graco 5900 double auto gun LineLazer 5. Just going to show some modifications I made to it before we put it to use. Starting at the front, we added 15-pound block chunk of steel. Keep the front end from bouncing, as it always is very light on these machines. Added two 18-watt, actually three 18-watt floodlights. I'll show you later tonight. Either side here and here are flashing lights, so if you're driving out past a car into a drive lane, hopefully they see you. We have the dot laser that comes with it for the auto layout. I took this off my old machine. Dot laser on this side for doing the oddball measuring from the other side of the machine. Changed out the gun bracket, the gun arm here. The pipe that runs all the way straight through to this side. And then in the back, behind the wire, see down there, I can put a knob in there. If I'm doing double guns off very far, I can stabilize the back of the gun bar, to eliminate some of the bouncing. I modified Graco's gun arm. I didn't like the way they had it. So, had a chalk liner. Everybody knows about the chalk liner. Back here I have a new bracket. Attaches the chalk liner to the gun arm, so you don't have another bar blocking your view. Comes on and off. This is just clamps onto the gun bar. Doesn't interfere with anything. This is the auto riser. Can't sell them anymore. We bought them at the show. That's about it. Somebody got a little bitchy about me making my own version better than theirs. They weren't happy about it. And then I took, for my second gun, when I do double guns, I welded a piece here so I can slide the second gun bar in and hold it there. That's about it for the front. Going to the hopper, standard Graco hopper. Nothing fancy there. But inside the hopper, well, the Graco lid, I took an old beat up lid I had, cut a piece out, screwed it in there. The problem is with that plug they gave you, that black plug, it is not airtight, and that's how your paint always dries up. In the hopper, Graco gives you this rod and a coupler. The problem is it keeps your pipe weird and doesn't fit right. I put a aluminum 45 degree fitting on it. Sits the bottom of the hopper better. You get you leave about an inch of paint at the bottom of the hopper. Up here, standard Graco 7-foot whip for the second gun. Second gun I store down there, wrap around the top of the hopper. Sits there, never goes anywhere. This machine, this hose that goes out to the spray hose, if you notice, is a little bit shorter. I'm trying a 5-foot whip hose, 1/4 inch by 5 foot, because almost 100% of my painting is done in this configuration. It doesn't move, and I always have the whip hose wrapped up here, or it's always in the freaking way. So I'm gonna try a 5-foot hose and see if that affects with surging or hourglassing in the line. Hopefully it doesn't. So we have the everyday spray gun, 5-foot hose. Second gun, 7-foot hose. Then in the back here, take my flashlight off. I have the 3/8 hose, comes standard with it. Keep it on all my machines. Attached to that, so it never blocks solid, I have my handgun, stencil gun, whatever you want to call it, which is a 3/8 by 25-foot hose. Very thin, very flexible, a lot more flexible than the 1/4 inch hose. We've been starting to use the 12-inch gun extensions. We flip-flop between the 12 and 6-inch, depending on what we're doing. Typically now we've been keeping it on 12 because you can sit on the rider, lean over, and spray stop stencils and arrows and stuff like that without getting off the rider. Keep moving. I reused the same laser for my old machine. I sent this back to Mike at Laserline. They tuned it up for me. Got considerably brighter. That's why I'm reusing this. I have a brand new one. I got a couple brand new ones sitting here, but I like my old one better. These are the lights we're making now. At the show, I got a lot of good feedback on these. We made them telescopic now. Loosen up the bolt, and this head slides in and out as the length of it. So it slides out about 4 inches. There's one on either side. I try to keep them in tight. This way, when I go into the trailer, when the guy backs out the middle machine, he doesn't break my lights off. Up here, made a basket for my tape measure. Tape measure, pliers, everything but tips goes in here. We scoot around to the other side. I made a cup holder, spray can holder, whatever you want to call it. Just bolts right into the handlebars. Looks like theirs, but mine's attached to the machine. This way, in the back, it's real hot from the engine and the pump. If you have any drinks, it always gets really hot. Up here, we've had one on another machine, on the test machine. It's worked out a lot better being up here. The drinks don't get warmed up as much. On the console, put a shield over the pump switch. Because what happens is when we're doing a lot of stenciling, we'll wrap the thinner hose around the handlebars, and it always turns the pump off on you. So now this little tiny shield will stop that from happening. Something new we're doing now is we're making chalk holders that magnetic holds six pieces of railroad chalk. Doesn't matter, it can be Dixon chalk or railroad chalk. For the chalk liner, we have the third gun cable holder. So if you have 2 double guns on your machine, double gun will be done down here. You can actually just swap this cable for your second gun cable without taking any of the cables off. What else we got here? What else we do to the machine? I think that's about it. Most of the good stuff's on the front. This is the brand new line driver with electric start. Driving around so far, it's nice. They did a couple modifications to it. We have our switches here, turns everything on and off. This switch here turns on the side light that moves. So if you're doing stop stencils or fire zones or something that you have to come off the side of the machine, it's another 18-watt light. It has its own switch, turn on and off when you need it. But all the LEDs, the skinny LEDs, are crazy bright. They might want to overboard on those. We'll find out tonight when I turn them on at night. We got 4 up there. We have 2. We have an amber and an independent in the back. It's just a pressure fit mount underneath the motor that's holding them in place. Didn't want to drill holes in the plate or anything. This side, same thing. We just have 1 light on that side. Up here, this is how we get all the power to the machine. It's another piece I make and sell. It's a 1/4-inch plug, and it's a 1/4-inch jack in a metal tube, and you just plug it in. All of our machines have the same plug on them, so no matter what machine we're using, it can plug into the line driver, and we don't have any issues with it. Other than that, the other thing, I've complained about this before, but when Graco changed out these seats, they didn't account for the bigger seat, so it's uncomfortable. I'm 6'3", so it's very uncomfortable for me to use when the seat sits like this far forward normally. And then it puts even more pressure on your hitch and makes your machine even more bouncy. So what I did was I made these riser blocks, inch and a half riser blocks. So it raises the seat 1.5 inches and slid the seat back, I believe, 3 inches, about 3 inches. It just clears the motor now. If I went up a little bit higher, I could actually get back another probably 6 inches. Makes it much more comfortable to drive. Makes a huge difference too. Your better view of the gun and everything else. Oh, the other thing was the laser brackets I sell. Mine sit up real high. The other bracket sits down this low, so I keep mine up high, and I think it works better. I tried both of them, and of course I like mine better. What else is there? That's about it. Nothing new. Just lights on the driver. This has the most work on it. Getting everything ready. The switches up top. Upgraded the switches, so not the cheesy plastic ones. Standard Graco switch. This raises and lowers the your gun up and down automatically, up and down. We have the dot laser on the gun side, LineLazer, and then this button on this side is the dot laser for that side. So tonight, when it gets dark out, we will do a better video. I'll add to the end of this video the lights, but show you quickly what the lights look like. The camera doesn't do this thing's justice. It's brutal. And that's it. Everything's running off the line driver battery. In case anybody comments that, well, Graco comes with a light on the line driver on this bar. Yeah, it does, but it casts a huge shadow on the spray gun. So when you're spraying, I've always taken them off. I don't like them. I like the lights in front of the guns, so we don't get bad shadows on them. Any of the modifications that you've seen on this, email me at linepainternj@gmail.com. They're all for sale. The basket is brand new. That's why it's a little wonky, but it was more of a test fit to see if it would actually work. The cup holder, the lights, the through gun arm bar, the weight in front, the light package, the laser bracket, the laser arm bracket. Just send me an email, send me a text, Facebook message, however, and we can talk about it. Thanks a lot for watching. Please remember to subscribe and comment. Have a great day. All right, here we are at night. It's almost pitch dark. Here's the lights. His back's an issue. I can tell that already. There's so much just glares out on the machine. And here's the light in front of the machine, so we can work in a pitch dark parking lot. Show you how dark the parking lot is. No lights. And here's the this side light.